Step inside. The year is 1893. Chicago hums with a new kind of energy. Progress, ambition, a city remaking itself in steel and stone. Millions are arriving. They come for the world's Columbian Exposition. Magnificent scale. White city, plaster palaces, electric lights. People need places to stay. Herman Webster. Mudgett. Dr. Henry H. Holmes understands this need. He has built a hotel, corner of 63rd and Wallace, near the fairgrounds. From the outside, just another new building. He calls it the World's Fair Hotel. We now approach the main entrance. The facade of the hotel was unremarkable by design. It was made of simple red brick, with large plate glass windows on the ground floor for the storefronts. It looked solid, respectable, and entirely normal. In a neighborhood filled with new construction, it blended in perfectly. People walked by it every day. They saw nothing amiss. The noise of the elevated train, which ran just feet from the building, would have muffled any unusual sounds from within. The hotel was a monster hiding in plain sight. Its ordinariness was its best camouflage, a clever trick of architecture and psychology. Let us step into the lobby. The air inside is still. In this reconstruction, we see a simple reception desk. Behind it is a wall of mail slots and keys. A guest registry lies open on the polished wood. See the names written in elegant looping script. Young women who came to Chicago to work for Holmes. Traveling salesmen passing through the city. Tourists looking for affordable lodging near the fair. But many names are false. Holmes was a master of aliases. He used them to buy property, to take out insurance policies, and to create a confusing paper trail that would confound anyone who tried to track his activities. We now ascend a narrow staircase. The second floor was a disorienting maze of rooms and hallways. Our exhibit uses drawings and floor plans to show the layout. Over 100 rooms on the upper floors. Many were small and windowless, more like cells than rooms. Hallways twist at odd angles. Some lead to dead ends. Others climb toward nothing at all, a physical manifestation of Holmes's mind, where logic did not apply. Secret passages threaded through the walls. Holmes had passages built into the walls. He could move unseen and listen to his guests' conversations. He could enter their rooms while they slept. Here, a cross-section shows a hidden sliding panel. Imagine realizing the walls themselves had eyes and ears. Some rooms were iron-lined and insulated with asbestos, essentially fireproof. Another was a closet-like place of suspension. Most infamous was an airtight vault, fitted with pipes, controlled from his closet. This section of our tour focuses on the basement. The chutes from the upper floors all terminated here. The basement was Holmes's workshop and laboratory, a place of grim industry. Here we see artifacts recovered from the site. Surgical tools, dissecting tables, bottles of acid, a large kiln, big enough to hold a human body. Holmes used it to cremate remains and burn evidence. Here, human beings were reduced to raw materials. He had medical training and used it to his advantage, stripping flesh, cleaning skeletons for sale. In the 1890s, schools needed skeletons. Holmes found a market. He sold skeletons, organs, a transactional view of human life. The hotel was a financial machine. Cons, swindles, insurance schemes with himself as beneficiary, and then killed them. Gas lines ran from a control panel in Holmes's closet. With a turn, he could fill a room with gas, silently, remotely, precision like an engineer. Let us pause for a moment. It is easy to get lost in the mechanics, in the chutes and the vaults, but this story is about people. This part of the exhibit is dedicated to the victims. Their names are listed on a quiet, simple wall. For many, we know very little. Travelers who vanished, workers who disappeared. This is Julia Connor. She and her daughter Pearl moved into the hotel. Holmes began an affair. Soon after, both disappeared. Emmeline Cigrand, hired as his secretary, promised a life. Her letters home stopped in December of 1892. Later, her footprint was found near the kiln. After killing their father, Benjamin, Holmes took Alice, Nellie, and Howard on a meandering journey. He kept them from their mother, telling her they were with friends. He killed all three in separate locations. The search became a national sensation and led to his downfall. The true number is unknown. He claimed 27. Estimates run far higher. Each name was a life with hopes and dreams. We honor them by remembering their names and stories. The end for H.H. Holmes began in Philadelphia with insurance fraud. Frank Geyer, methodical and relentless, was assigned the Petzel claim. He doubted Holmes's story and suspected murder. The probe became a manhunt and a desperate search for the Petzel children. Geyer followed the cold trail, interviewing drivers, clerks, landlords. He found the house where Alice and Nellie were buried. In Indianapolis, fragments of young Howard's bones. The nation was shocked, the charming doctor unmasked. In Chicago, a custodian revealed hidden stairways and rooms. For the first time, the castle's secrets were seen. Bones, hair, blood-stained clothing, tools of dissection. Holmes was arrested in Boston, initially on a minor charge. Extradited to Philadelphia, his web of lies came apart as the law closed in. The trial of H.H. Holmes began in October 1895. It was a media circus. Papers sent reporters from across the nation. Holmes relished the attention, even acting as his own attorney, calm, articulate, defiant. Detective Geyer's testimony proved devastating. The jury needed only hours. Awaiting execution, Holmes wrote a confession, 27 claimed, lurid and riddled with lies. He was sentenced to death and hanged on May 7, 1896. The building burned in 1895 and was torn down in 1938. Today, a small post office stands there. No plaque, no memorial. The ground holds its secrets. The story drifted into folklore. But here we look beyond the legend. We saw how anonymity and trust were tools for unspeakable acts. Systems of law and commerce can be manipulated. Hence, vigilance, community, and justice to protect the vulnerable. We leave with quiet reflection and a renewed appreciation for light against darkness. Remember the people. That is the quiet lesson of the Murder Castle tour.